Kim Fowley, legendary rock producer, who thinks I'm Mark David Chapman. Let's go find out here. He also loves girls and loves the Runaways. Let's see if he remembers me. Hello, Kim. Remember me, Mark David Chapman?
Hi, Mark.
Hi. I was wondering, can I ask you a couple quick questions?
Sure.
Oh, here's a diagram for some Vox schematic, the Vox organ.
Only one question.
Okay, only one question. Why was The Trip, Kim Fowley, the greatest, most influential song ever written?
Because I wasn't on drugs and it was about drugs.
Whatever. How did it chart? The Trip.
It was number 8 in England. 1976.
Are drugs bad, Kim Fowley, legendary rock producer?
Drugs are what people use when they're sick from a drugstore. But as John Cougar Mellencamp once said, dope is for dopes. Thank you very much. Good night.
What about Led Zeppelin? Do they suck? One final word. Why don't Led Zeppelin suck, Kim Fowley?
Because they have high intellects, as high as Picasso or Wilson Pickett. Have a nice evening.
Okay, thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Any final words?
Well, he did think I was Mark David Chapman, so we didn't, so that's not bad. CITR Radio?
As long as it's fun and crisp.
We were wondering, why do you think Led Zeppelin rocks? Why do you think Led Zeppelin is the best? Chris?
Because they have the sex groove.
Did you know Robert Plant, Alannah?
I toured with him, I hope I know.
Is he a good guy?
He's one of the nicest men in the whole world.
Why do you think people like him?
On the go.
Because he's very talented.
I was wondering, Mel, you're from Calgary?
Yes.
And the Stampeders, they were the most famous group ever to come from Calgary?
Yes.
What about, I've been reading about a legendary 60s punk rock band called the 49th Parallel.
Yes, Danny Lowe, who's currently involved with a major Q Sound, recorded his first record with me in the Shades of Blonde, and they later became the 49th Parallel, and then became Hammersmith, by the way.
So how did the 49th Parallel do compared to the Stampeders?
Well, actually, you know what, when you start to find out that people are getting popular or going down in popularity, Stampeders were on television, we're the most popular group, but the next group that was coming up, and in fact I told the Stampeders that if they did stay in Calgary, that the 49th Parallel would not only become the most popular band above them, that they should move on and go across Canada. And indeed, the next most popular band was Danny Lowe and the 49th Parallel.
So how come with hits like Citizen Freak and Labor, what was the reason that the 49th Parallel didn't happen?
Sorry to interrupt your thoughts, but I just want to, I kind of hate to jump in like this, but...
The 49th Parallel was such a great song because I get up early, each morning, let's get your paper going, you shave each morning, years and week, because day by day, week by week, we hate you. Citizen Freak, the 49th Parallel.
This has turned into a variety package.
You know what, Danny Lowe...
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say something. The president of CARIS, Mr. Peter Steinmetz. You heard me talk about Mel Shaw earlier, about what he's done and how hard he's worked and how selfless he's been.
Yes, they're throwing us out of the Junos.
Why are they throwing us?
I'm not sure exactly.
This is terrible.
So we're getting kicked out of the Junos?
Another bump.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Well, hey.
Are we getting kicked out of the Junos? What? Are we getting kicked out of the Junos? It looks Chris, it looks like I'm getting pushed out of the Junos, doesn't it? Yeah. I think it's... Can we get a good pushing shot, you think? Yeah. Do you know we're getting kicked out of the Junos right here?
No.
Yeah, we're getting kicked out for asking one little question. For one little question.
Ryan, escort this guy out.
They're kicking us out for asking a legitimate question. I don't understand why.
I don't either. I just...
Do the job. He told you to kick me out. Why?
I don't know. You have to ask him that.
Okay, where's my friend Lloyd? Kicked out of the fucking Junos. Kicked out of the Junos. See that? Kicked out of the Junos. Kicked out. Out! Okay, so we're talking here to Mel
Shaw.
Mel Shaw.
No?
Mel Shaw, you won an award at the Junos.
That's right.
And then afterwards, in the press conference, I was so excited to learn that you produced the Stampeders many years ago, right?
That's right.
And you also were from Calgary, so of course you knew about the legendary 60s punk rock. Would you qualify them as a 60s sort of hard-hitting, driving, psychedelic combo, the 49th Parallel, right?
Well, I don't know. Psychedelic, they were strong power chords, good rock, great talent. Danny Lowe was, I recorded him in the 49th Parallel. They were called the Shades of Blonde. And then they changed their name to the 49th Parallel, and they had Laborer, and a lot of terrific hits.
Citizen Freak, which I recited. You won. What did you win your Juno exactly for? It was for lifetime achievement.
That's right. Because I'm from Calgary. I produced my first record in 1960 there. So I produced records right up to 66, and I moved to Toronto.
Ever heard of King Bees?
Yes, definitely. Gloria?
Yeah, that was some people call it one of the worst songs, but some call it very influential too.
I agree. I think it was. It was a strong English sound, dynamic English sound, and very
hit.
good.
You can't go wrong with Gloria. So after you won this award, Mel, you walked in there and I sort of asked this question. I mean, I'm all excited about, here's a guy that actually knows the 49th Parallel, one of my favorite groups, and of course the Stampeders too. And next thing I know, the guys, they kicked us out. You know that? They kicked us out for asking that question to you.
Well, I think maybe it was because you knew all the words to that Freak song that freaked them out.
I have some Vox diagram here for a Vox organ for you. From some schematics diagrams for you.
I don't need this. I don't need this.
You don't?
You gotta run.
And hey, look, a fun vid. Hey, Paul, a fun vid for you too. Look, Caesar with some Vox on it. Look, to give to Dan Dave. It's good entertainment. You can use it as like a tray when you walk on the plane.
Guys,
Vox.
it's been a
No
long
Vox
night.
schematics. No Vox schematics. I'm insulted.